Morning world, it's about midday 30, it's Saturday, midday 30 UK time, 8:30 AM in the morning Bermuda time, and it's Saturday the 12th of March 2016. Yours truly is in Bermuda. I'm off to do about 4 or 5 long readings today, so it's going to be a brief video. The events of the last few days astrologically have been pretty intense. Not only have we had the eclipse, we've also had the Sun and Chiron opposite Jupiter and squaring Saturn. We've had a big Mercury-Mars square in this last week that's now faded out. Mercury has changed sign, Mars has changed sign. But I'm looking at what's going on now and I'm thinking, the storm is over and we're heading into a few days at least, if not a week, of relative ease, astrologically speaking. As I speak, the moon is about a third of the way through Taurus, making today a nice, steady, solid, stable, consistent day without too many problems. So I thought I'd have a look at the position of Jupiter. Jupiter's retrograde in Virgo, and it's been in Virgo now for 8 months. Moving forward, standing still, then moving backwards. And he's playing a big role in a lot of individual horoscopes. So I thought I'd have a look at this and see if we can make some type of sense of what Jupiter in Virgo really means. Jupiter's a gas giant. He's the biggest planet in the sky. He's bigger than all the other planets put together. So obviously his principle is that of growth and expansion. He's larger than life. But remember, Jupiter doesn't have a surface. You can't land on Jupiter. It's gas, it's hot air. It gives out twice, if not 3 times, as much light and heat as it takes in from the sun. So once again, the principle of growth and expansion, but also the idea of no substance, no solidity. And for a lot of people, look at the area of Virgo in your own individual horoscope. And look at the period of perhaps September of last year through to early January of this year when Jupiter's moving forward through Virgo. Look at the house that Virgo's in your chart and ask yourself, was there lots of words? Was there lots of promises, potentials, options, but very little in terms of substance? This is what Jupiter does. He promises lots and delivers little. He then, having got you dangling on a string, goes retrograde, which happened in early January, until the second week of March, where a lot of those potentials just disappear, like they pop like a hot air balloon. From mid-May onwards, when Jupiter starts moving forwards, yes, those potentials that are still in place will then start turning real. And indeed, I do expect a number of people, and look again at the house that Virgo occupies in your horoscope, but a number of situations from mid-May to the time that Jupiter leaves Virgo in September will actually prosper and grow. But in the short term, I'm saying to people, watch out for the hype and spin. Great time for dream, vision, idea, even planning, blueprint and schedule, but not time for action. That the action of Jupiter won't really start until mid-May. But there's also the position that Jupiter's in Virgo. And the Virgo's a really analytical, logical, rational, functional sign that prides itself on words like effectiveness, efficiency, diligence, detail, and things like this. Whereas Jupiter, he rules Sagittarius, which is square to Virgo, and he sees the big picture. He's larger than life and over the top. So he's not that happy in Virgo. And especially with the retrograde position, Jupiter can get so bogged down in the details. So if you're finding that over this last 2 or 3 months, you've got so caught up in the trivia, in the minutiae and the details of life, that you can't make sense of what's going on, or that there's no clarity or end game in sight, then A, I'm not surprised, and B, the message is clear, don't sweat it. Because by the time you're into the middle of May, this inertia or logjam should be clearing, and the more the individuals get into late May, early June, the more the foot will re-engage again with the accelerator in a way that's beginning to offer substantial signs of growth and movement forward again, but not until June, I'm afraid. Jupiter doesn't like being in Virgo. It gets caught up in the minutiae. It can't see the big picture. You can't see the wood for the trees. You can't see all the big picture because it's so caught up in the functionality and effectiveness. So if you're being affected by Jupiter in Virgo, if you're finding that at the moment there's lots of promises and no substance, and that you're getting bogged down by details, keep going, persist. It's another couple of months, and then things will start gelling and you'll be able to make sense. Jupiter leaves Virgo around the second week of September this year and moves into Libra. And I think a lot of people around the world are going to be giving a big sigh of relief. No disrespect to people with Jupiter in Virgo, but it's not the easiest of positions. There you go, folks, my take on Jupiter in Virgo. Catch you later or tomorrow. Bye.